So you have just come here for the practice. That's great, no problem. So on Clapping Go, welcome to Clapping Go. Good evening. So how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing well. So what do you want to achieve on Clapping Go?
Okay. So I think what I wanted to achieve is the confidence when I'm speaking. But I'm here just for the practice now.
Okay, great. I just have one favor to ask. Could you please switch off your video because it's causing network issue? So you will be able to see me. I'm not
Okay.
switching off my video because
Okay.
your video is lagging. All right. Okay. So you have just come here for the practice. That's great. No problem. So on Clapping Go, it will always be a one-on-one experience. Okay. And whenever you will make a mistake, I'll correct you. Do you think
Okay.
that are there any problem areas which you want to fix when it comes to speaking English?
No, I don't think there are any major problem areas that I want to fix, because you can't be perfect. Nobody is perfect. So I don't think
Right.
I have any major problem.
Okay, all right. Your video is still on. Just switch off your video because it's
Okay.
lagging
Okay.
and then your voice is also cracking that because
Okay.
of that. Okay, no problem. So firstly, tell me about yourself.
As you know, my name is Kunal and I am from West Bengal. I have completed my BTech graduation in the field of computer science engineering last
Okay.
year in the month of May 2022.
Hmm.
And till now, I've been looking for a job, and I am currently involved in my father's business, and I've also started something new.
Okay.
I had started a YouTube channel this year itself. I started it in late December last year, but
Hmm.
it would be considered approximately I started it this year. And also, I've been learning spoken English, which I have hopefully achieved what I wanted to achieve. And yeah, that was a short introduction about me and my educational background and what I plan to do in the near future.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's great. Could you tell me about your favorite childhood memory?
Mm. I don't recall any childhood memory that I would consider favorite. I don't have any such favorite. Would you like to share
Okay.
about your childhood memory?
Okay. So my favorite childhood memory would be when I used to perform on stage
Hmm.
and when I used to just play with my friends in the evening after studying. So I think those were the golden days, the golden era of my life. Anyway, so tell me about one thing that you really like about yourself and one thing that you like about yourself.
Okay. One thing I like about myself is that what I don't like, I can tell. I think that would be good.
Okay.
I would like to
Okay.
tell that. I would like to say that I am inconsistent. I am not hardworking. Yeah, so these two are the major points. There are a lot, but these two are the major points that contribute to other small points.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
when it comes to some work, then I'm not consistent or not, I'm not hardworking enough.
I am not hardworking or I don't work hard. Don't say I'm not hard work. Okay. I don't work hard.
Okay.
All right. Now tell me what you like about yourself.
Honestly speaking, currently I'm not in that phase where I like anything about myself, but there are some points that I like, but I would not like to. I don't like talking about it because sometimes I don't want to fall in that category of trying to boast about myself, something of that sort.
Okay. So you don't want to be the ones who blow their own trumpets.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. No problem. All right. Okay. So tell me about the three things that are in your bucket list right now.
Mm. Okay, I have no such bucket list. I don't have such a interesting list of things that I want to do. So because first and foremost, I'm currently looking for a job. That's why. Let's see if I ever have a bucket list, then I would definitely share it. I don't have anything on my bucket list right now.
Okay. All right. So you are searching for a job right now. So what is the most intimidating part of an interview, of a job interview for you right now?
Most intimidating part would be most intimidating and the most fearful. I think are very two synonyms, I would say that the fear of making mistakes so that you don't get rejected. That would be something that might that intimidates me, and I think that it intimidates a lot of people. That if they make a mistake, they would be rejected. So that is one
Yeah.
very big thing that people have in mind every time
Okay.
they apply for an
Uh,
interview.
right. Absolutely right. There's a small difference. You cannot say intimidating and fearful are like similar things, right? If something is intimidating, so that thing is scary. Okay. Like his personality is intimidating, right? So he is scary, not me. Okay. I am scared, right? But when you are fearful, okay, then you are scared. Okay. So that's the difference. All right. So it cannot
Okay.
literally be translated like it's this equals to this. Okay.
Okay, I got your point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So tell me about your favorite travel experiences so far in your life.
Okay. I would like to ask one question: that are you coming up with this question spontaneously, or did you get a practice of asking questions like this, being a tutor,
Okay.
or is it written?
It's not written. So it's an amalgamation of practice and the fact that I have been a journalist. So I like to keep my conversation interesting and I like discussing different topics. So if you would have gotten another tutor, I don't think so.
Mm,
They would be asking you the same question, apart from maybe tell me about yourself.
mm.
Because
They
as a
would
tutor, if,
ask questions, but it would be related to the session document that we get every time. So they would keep on asking one question after the other.
not
Uh,
really, certain documents during the demo session, they don't work really. Because see,
is
demo
it
session
showing
is,
a is it showing a demo session?
yeah, it is.
Okay, so they have a very, actually it's not my demo session. It's my
Oh.
somewhere in the 90th session, above
Oh,
90.
that's weird. That's weird. That's why I asked you
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
want to achieve here. Okay, I think there might be some glitch because I
Yeah,
could
there
not see
is a
any
glitch.
session document. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. All
And
right, all
it has
right.
happened, the same thing has happened with another tutor as well, the
Oh,
where the sir thought that he was taking a demo session.
your
Then I
demo
had to
session.
tell him that it's not a demo session.
Okay, weird. That's why I was like asking you, like, tell me about yourself, very basic questions, because in demo, we really have to understand where does the student stand, right? Because if we start with the simple questions and then we go to the complicated ones. Okay, so
Hmm.
I guess clapping has really worked for you because you are pretty fluent and your grammar is also quite impeccable, I must say. I think the only thing that I think that you can work on is your vocabulary, but otherwise everything is pretty great right now.
Yes, absolutely. I am working on my vocabulary and I put in a conscious effort every time. But
Right.
sometimes when you try to put a conscious effort, then you lose the flow of the conversation. Sometimes I feel
Okay.
that, and
Hmm.
yeah, sometimes I use good vocabulary when it comes to my mind, but I like
Mhm.
to keep the flow of the conversation going.
Right. What's the process, of learning new words for you? Because everyone's process is different, right? So I'm
Mhm.
asking so that if I feel that the technique can be improved, I'll definitely give you a piece of advice. But firstly, tell me what's your process of learning new words and implementing them.
Yes. Yes. So as I just said that I put in a conscious effort while I'm speaking to inculcate or to incorporate new words in my speech. So
No,
that
no,
is
that
one
I
way.
understood. But like, what's your frequency of learning new words?
So frequency is not very high, and I don't feel that frequency can be high because learning is something which you can't, how do I say it? You can't
Force it
learn.
upon yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't force it. You will learn. It's a very slow process. You will learn by uh, watching other people have conversations. You will watch podcasts. Then you will learn that I could have used this word in that scenario, if
Hmm.
that makes any
Hmm.
sense. So I
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
that's the basic process that everyone should follow. Otherwise, a person would put unnecessary stress on themselves in order to learn vocabulary every day, 10 words. Yeah, so
Right.
that was my
See,
take on
the
it.
reason sorry, yeah, complete your sentence.
And that's what I completed my sentence. I said that that's what
Okay.
my
Okay.
take was on learning new words.
Right. So I'm glad that you think this way because a lot of people think that we should learn one word per day, right? So what I
Mm,
suggest is exactly the opposite. I think you should just stick to 2 words a week and make sure, like, if you have learned a word today, right, whatever word it is, you have to use that word on a daily basis for at least 10 to 15 days, 21 days, right? Try to basically bring that in your conversation.
mm,
So, even if you learn 1 or 2 words a week, that's fine, but make sure that, you forcefully kind of use those words while
mm.
speaking for the next 15 to 20 days, because that will embed that word in your subconscious, and then you don't have to find that word. It will automatically flow whenever you need
Yes,
to use
absolutely,
that word.
absolutely. Yeah, and I wanted
Mhm.
to add one more thing, that it also
Sure.
depends on what the goal the person has. Like if a person has a goal
Mhm.
of just being a confident speaker, then I think
Yeah,
that he should not focus more on the vocabulary. Like
right.
you should have the confidence just to speak in English and
I
convey your
agree.
thoughts. But if
I
your
agree.
goal is to go to a foreign country, you want to get a job there, you want to clear IELTS, you want to clear TOEFL, any exam,
Yeah.
then you have to
Mm.
impress the person with good vocabulary and sentence
Right.
formation and all those technical things. So I feel
Absolutely.
you should
Mm.
have clarity in what your goals is and then think about
Mm.
it, rather than putting stress on learning everything at once and then
That's
making
true.
a mess out of yourself.
Absolutely true. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. So, we have like 2.5 minutes left. So, do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions. I just want to say that these 15-minute sessions go by very quickly. Sometimes
Mm.
sometimes it goes so quickly that at the and I can hardly believe that it's been 15 minutes and suddenly the tutor comes up saying that it's the end of the session. So I just wanted to add that.
Okay. So maybe you can do 2 classes if you want, but I guess you don't need that honestly, because you have come to a point, as you mentioned, that you have become a pretty good orator, I must say. So yeah, or maybe you can take a 25-minute session if that works for you. But yeah,
Yes,
I
I would
guess
definitely think.
yeah, all right. Okay. So before leaving, I know that you are not the kind of a person who would like to blow their own trumpet or toot their own horn. But
Hmm,
what is that one thing that you have done in the recent past that you're
hmm.
really proud of? It's yeah,
Okay, so eventually I would like to say what I like about myself. Basically, that's what it is. So I would
sure.
like to say that stuck. How can I say that? When I started clapping go, I was a very introvert person, a shy person, didn't want to experiment new things, like didn't want to
Mhm.
come out of my shell, wanted to talk to
Yeah,
different people. So
right,
at that point, taking that step was a uh, big hurdle that I overcame,
right.
and I am proud of that. But my current goals have become very different, and my current goal is to be more, uh, you know, uh, be more fluent and go to the next level.
Yeah,
If that,
one small
if that,
mistake. Yeah, it's absolutely, you said it, you articulated it well. But don't say I was an introvert person. Okay.
hmm,
You just either say I was an introvert. Okay.
hmm,
Or you can say I was an introverted person. So if you're using the word person, you say introverted. And if you're just using introvert, you don't need to add any word after that. So I was an introvert when I started off with clapping. Okay.
yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. And if you have liked this class, please give me a 5-star rating after this call. That would really mean a lot. Thank you and
Obviously, ma'am.
have a nice day.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a nice day, you too.
Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.